Hey. Hello, everyone. Let us gather together today to talk about the you are when you don't need to impress anyone. I want that you to be part of my community. I want that you to be your home base and to be the comfortable version of you. We are multifaceted. People are jewels. People have lots of aspects to them. It's okay to have various parts of your personality. The scrappy industrialist. The tap dancing comedian. You probably have a lot of aspects to yourself, and it's all okay. But the one with their guard down, the part of you who is vulnerable, the part of you that loves without having to overthink it, Camera B, that vulnerable part of you, I want that to be your home base, your connection, your magnet back to the present moment. So let's experience it for a second. Close your eyes if you're able, if you're in a space where you can do such a thing. I know I'm amazing to look at, but you can look at me afterwards. After this meditation, just envision me, keep me in your mind with your eyes closed. But of course, if you're driving the car, why are you watching YouTube? If you're folding the laundry, you can keep folding laundry. And please, bring your attention to the breath, to your breathing. If it doesn't feel safe for whatever reason to close your eyes, you don't have to. But draw your attention inward and follow your breath. The breath is always present. The breath in spiritual practice is referred to as a sanctuary. Follow the inhales and the exhales. Feel what it's like to be alive. And then take one more big, beautiful, deep breath. And as you exhale, come on back. Open your eyes. Start tap dancing, you comedians. I'm Jeffrey. I am an emotional resilience specialist, and I help people to come back here so that they can be the calmest and strongest person in the boardroom, in the classroom, in every room. I help women entrepreneurs build amazing, brilliant businesses. I help LGBTQ artistic folks tap dance and tell jokes. And I want to help you. Through that exercise, we just got a tiny taste of what it's like to be present. Do you notice I like to keep all the cameras engaged, feeling like you're included. You belong here, camera B. Don't get jealous, camera C. You belong here too. Camera A, I like to help people. That's my easiest me when no one's around. Let me tell you a story. So I've been an influencer, and I've been serving the public in a lot of ways. And you could say through the past decade or so, I've forwarded LGBTQ rights. I've deeply helped people to realize that they're not alone, they're not a burden, that they are worthy of kindness and love, first of all from themselves. So I've accomplished a lot. I've been on national TV. I have two best-selling books. And Oprah liked my first book. This video is a musical today. I've accomplished a lot. And I was very close to burnout when I neglected to take care of myself too. So care doesn't decide whether it's going to you or to them. Stop trying to balance your care so that you get as much as them. Caring for them is care. Caring for you is care. And yes, you are a care machine. You start to feel out of balance when you do not include yourself in the care. So you may not know this, but in my private time, I do a lot of service work. I serve people IRL in addition to online, and I always am kind to myself. I'm getting ready to volunteer, and I'm saying, Jeffrey, I love you. Thanks for doing this. I'm glad you're here. You know what I mean? If you haven't said something kind to yourself in years, what are you doing? What kind of life are you living? On the outside, your care doesn't include you. On the outside, it might look like, yes, that person, cares about everybody. But if it doesn't deep down also include you, the care aperture widens out to include yourself, then it's pretty worthless. If you're sacrificing you in the process of serving people, knock it off. Stop. So I am wonderfully rainbow LGBTQ, and I've always been thus. And when I was a child, my parents, I don't know where they got the wherewithal. It was my mother mostly, took me to a support group that was an hour drive away from my house. LGBTQ, like support group for LGBTQ young people in the 90s. And there were 3, sometimes 4 of us in this group. And one of the other people in the group was someone that I immediately, began to. And as a high school student, I had never, I had just come out. It was my senior year, and I had just come out. And, I never was able to talk to anyone or know what to do or how to navigate anything that's in the, that's in the area of asking someone to the prom. So I decided I'm going to ask this person to the prom. And I stumbled and fumbled my way, but he said yes. And he agreed to come to my school for the prom. And the morning of the prom, he called to say, I can't do it. He called to say, I grew up in a rural area. I got some threats. And he said, I can't, it won't be safe if I come with you to your prom at your school. And I was devastated. The voice in my head was saying, you're trash. You're a burden. Everybody hates you. And eventually I went to a Zen Buddhist monastery to sort it all out and to be the beautiful, self-loving, self-caring creature you see on your screen. I wanted to give you a chance to feel what it's like to be connected to yourself, because I abandoned myself for years. I coach people to be connected to themselves. I am an emotional resilience strategist, and I help people because I know what it's like. I know what it's like to be trained to serve, to be programmed to abandon yourself, and to not include you in your own caring. So notice I will always use the language, don't stop caring, just include yourself in your caring. Be good to yourself. Be kind to other people. Love yourself. I have a free newsletter where I help people like you feel better and have messages and reminders and practical tips about what it's like to be emotionally resilient and to never abandon yourself. Come on by. We'd love to have you.